Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Yes, I am a day late. Sometimes that happens. It's a delicate balance between the private readings and the general readings. All right, so here I am for an energetic check-in for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I would suggest that if this does not resonate with you as a sun sign, that please go to my banner at the top there. You'll see it down in the right-hand corner. There is a link for a website that I use to get Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So yeah, you might want to come back and watch for your Moon and your Rising. So we're going to start with Sacred Destiny Oracle. Sacred Destiny Oracle, Denise Lynn. But first, welcome, and thank you for giving me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoy the content. You know, it really does make a huge difference, you guys, when you do give me a thumbs up. It really does help my channel grow. So I thank you for all the ways in which you support me, really a lot. It really makes a big difference in how I run the platform. So, all right. Well, interesting. Here we go, Aries. We are taking cards from Denise Lynn, her Sacred Destiny Oracle, and the first one we've got is love. What's going on there? So we have love and we have flow. So let your love flow. Look at this card here. Yeah, all the things I love are in this picture. That's funny. Flowers and water in the background. This is what I miss in the wintertime living in Canada. I miss the green trees and the sounds that they make when the air goes through the trees. Nonetheless, these are all the things that I love. I wonder if you do, Aries. But it is, you know, I think this reading is going to be about letting your love flow. So let's take a look here, see what's going on. I've already blessed these cards and cleaned them. I just need to ask for some extra help. Archangel Michael, if I could have your help with guidance, please. Archangel Shemuel, I do need your help with understanding. And if I could also please have the assistance of my angels and guides. I do need your help with signs and symbols. Thank you for helping me see and hear as I read. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's find out what these cards are about here. Let's figure out what this is. So love and flow. Just gonna cut. Do you have a good, yeah, you can see there. Okay, excellent. All right. So tell us about love for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. Tell us about love. Tell us about the meaning of this love card. What does Aries need to know about love? What Aries needs to know about love is possibly, it could be something about a Virgo. But I feel as though you're going into a deep think like the Hermit. I really feel as though you've had some sort of an epiphany. Look at that. You know, the lights are shooting up from her here. I feel as though you've been on a really long journey here. Aries, you've been on a long journey. I feel like there is a lot of ground that you had to cover or are covering currently. I also feel like it's taken you to a place, you know, she started walking up these stairs here, but you can see that she's now sort of elevated and illuminated. I feel like your love has elevated or is illuminated. So I feel like you've gone into a really a deep think time of your life where you're possibly thinking about making big changes in love. That could very well be. The Hermit doesn't usually show up unless there's some pretty serious things you got to think about. So I have a feeling that you are in the deepest, darkest corners of your mind thinking about love. Give me one more card, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Aries. One more card to clarify love, please. The next one we have is the Two of Pentacles. And so the Two of Pentacles to me is you trying to get your balance, right? You're trying to get your balance in your thoughts and your mind. I feel like you're trying to get your balance in spirituality. You're trying to get your balance in love. I feel like this card of love, I don't think this is really much to do with someone that is in your life. I feel like it has to do with you, and that you've gone in with the Hermit energy to try and love yourself, to get your balance back, to get your mojo back, to get back the things that you feel love has taken from you, which is really sad to say. That sentence I don't like, right? What love has taken from you. And I'm sorry if this is you, if you're connecting with this right away, I'm sorry you had to go through that. You know, the thing is that when the Hermit is here, it is major arcana, and major arcana is something you can't skirt around. So you've been probably putting this on the back burner for a very long time, Aries. You've been putting it on the back burner and not really paying attention to it because change is scary as heck. It really is. So I feel like with this, you know, I feel like it's an energetic block you've removed, or you're trying to remove by getting your balance. Let's see what this flow is here. I just want to look at this card. Beautiful colors, by the way. Yeah, I think it's not only, you know, they've got water here, of course, and that's flow, but what I feel is flowing is energy. Because what I see here is, I see the moon, first of all, which is intuition. I think your intuition is finally intact. I think it's finally flowing. And I feel like, you know, I see all these, I think they're those, yeah, the ones, you know, the bugs that have their tails that light up, fireflies, that's it. I feel like that's part of the flow of the energy that you're feeling. So I feel like you've gone to a calmer place. You are feeling different about love. You have gone to a calmer place thinking about it. And I don't know what's gone on in your life up till now, but we'll clarify and see who we connect with. But let's get a couple cards for flow. Flow. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Ooh, Sign of Aries, and I just threw a card. Give me a second here. I haven't thrown a card in a while. It's kind of exciting, guys. Where'd it go? Oh, no. All right, here we go. Okay, as we were saying, flow. Look, there's one right here. We'll take that one. Good. And we've got 8 of Cups. So I feel like, yeah, this is about someone walking away from a relationship where you did have love, or you thought it was love. And now that you are trying to get your balance, your spiritual balance, I feel as though you have realized now that maybe the decision you made way back when, you know, it could be 5 years ago, it could be 20 years ago, who knows? But I feel like you've realized that there's no emotional fulfillment here, that things were not flowing, that you were stuck, that you had to get your balance back. And if you are in love and your person really does love you, they're going to help you with that balance. I feel as though you went through this alone. I feel like you ended up having to, yeah, take your 8 of Cups and head on out away from the place where you lost your balance. Now, the 8 of Cups tells me that you've walked away, that I think you're walking away from love, to be honest, because the love card is here and we do have the Hermit. I feel like you've decided that you're walking away from whatever love situation you were in, that it kind of threw you off balance. And you didn't like the fact that it threw you off balance. And I think it's been throwing you off balance for a really long time. But you know what? I think you've got your balance back because the King of Cups is showing up here. So you could have water in your chart, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Or you could have someone around you with that sign. It doesn't have to be, you guys. We're reading energy, right? So it doesn't really have to be. But I would say that you are headed away from the 8 cups that have poured out, and you are looking for the 2. And I'm going to put one more card on each of them, I've been told. So I'm going to. And then we have, okay, so you are walking away and you're not telling anybody where you're going. I think it's going to be under wraps for a bit until you figure out what's going on in your head and in your life. You're looking for a place to live, are you? You're looking for a new place to live, or maybe you're just trying to leave the chaos, go to the calm. 6 of Swords could be about travel. It could be about just leaving the place where you were, and all you're taking with you is what you've learned. And I feel like the 6 of Swords is telling me that you're either moving away from the chaos or that you're actually moving, like moving house. So I feel like whatever was going on here is broken up, and now it's time for you to find your own flow in your own life. We have the Tower on the bottom. Look at that. Yeah. We've got the Tower on the bottom here. Let's clarify a little bit more. I'm going to clarify with Rider-Waite. Talk about the Hermit here. What exactly are you thinking about in Hermit mode, Aries? What's going on in Hermit mode? What's going on in Hermit mode, please? Why did Aries go into the Hermit mode? Oh, look at that. You weren't there for very long. I don't think it was a very, I don't think it was a very long time that you were in hermit mode. I think you hunkered down, you figured out your answers, you came out feeling brighter than when you went in, and I feel like you have your answer already, or answers, depending on what you're asking. I feel like you spend some time away from people, like not really answering, text messages, not really answering your phone, kind of just going for walks by yourself. I feel like you've been a bit of a hermit. We have the Knight of Swords. I feel like you've just come out of a chaotic period. So chaos for me in love means arguing and fighting and disagreements and money problems and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like you're still living in that chaotic energy though, and you could be living with a Virgo. That chaotic energy comes from, overthinking, right? And the Knight of Swords is someone who is kind of has chaotic energy, right? They come in bouncing off the walls, not really enunciating anything, announcing their arrival, throwing information at you, and out they go. Look at this. There's a lot of changes coming, Aries. I hope you're ready for these changes. There's some that are going to be huge, some that are going to be not so huge, but they are going to surprise you nonetheless, and you're going to have to... In my head, I just heard... You're going to have to do a bunch of ditch jumping. I don't know why I thought about that, but you know what? When I was younger and in my 20s, that's what we did. We took our vehicles out to the quarry and we jumped ditches. I know it's probably not a safe thing to do. And don't do that at home, please, by the way. But two towers on the bottom of both decks. That's really interesting. I've never had that before. So let's keep going here. So, okay, so I feel like you have found a way to calm the energy that was chaotic, and I feel as though you are no longer having sleepless nights. I think you're sleeping a lot better than you were since you went out on your own and decided, that you're just going to keep it to yourself. Whatever you're doing, you're not going to spread it all over. You're going to keep your plans to yourself, close to the chest. And I think you just want to get your balance before you start telling people what's up with you. And that's admirable, and it's noble even. So, because when there's two people involved, it has to be an agreement, right? So we have strength, tells me that you are feeling stronger than you ever have, and feeling like you can tame the lion. And I think who the lion is probably the person who's in your life, the Virgo you might be living with. And I feel as though it's an overwhelming feeling for you. The Seven of Cups have poured out. And you know what, though? I don't think that those have poured out by accident. I think you've poured them out. Aries, I feel like you know what you're going after. I feel like when you take this Eight of Cups walk here, you're not only leaving behind the stuff that you never needed, but you're going towards something that you feel that you must have in your life here, right? Not only the... what's the words? Not only are you walking away from the 8, but you're gone looking for the 2, right? The 2 of Cups, which is love in the tarot. And then we have, you dropping your burdens here. Now, you've been carrying these burdens for a while, I think. You've been silently carrying these burdens. And I feel as though, depending on if you're male or female, is dependent upon how people react to your kind of situation within society, right? For instance, when somebody, when a woman goes to a woman and says, "Oh, my marriage is terrible, I don't know what to do," the woman's going to clap her on the back and say, "Oh, it's okay, I'll help you through it. What do you need?" If a guy goes to a guy and says, "My marriage isn't working, what do I do?" The guys are like, "Come on, let's go party, let's have a drink." It's very different, right? So I feel like you've been carrying the burden of not telling anybody, not going anywhere, pouring out the 6 of the 7 cups, because I think you still have 1 cup you're going after. I think you are thinking about that from your visit into hermit mode here. And I feel like it's time for you to put down these burdens, because you don't need to drag that around. For sure not. If you're headed off from the 8 of Cups looking for the 2, you better put down those burdens, because nobody wants your how do I say? Nobody wants your garbage from the last relationship. Nobody needs to deal with it, not even you. So it's time to put it down before you go to a new relationship. I always say that, you guys. It is time for you to heal between relationships. If you're planning on getting out of one on Tuesday and getting into one on Wednesday, it's not going to work that way. All right, so we have the 8 of Cups clarified by the 9 of Wands. So your walls are still up. So maybe you figured out some things while you were in hermit mode, but I feel like your walls are still up here. And I also feel like you are King of Wands reversed is not happy, right? Just flat out not happy, kind of cantankerous, a little bit argumentative, someone who is an abuser of power. I think that maybe you've just had it. You're about ready to walk away here, Aries, and I think you've just had enough. Not condoning it, I'm just saying I get it. I get it because I'm the person who used to be married, right? So the sun is here and it's in the reverse. And the thing is that what the sun in reverse does is it causes delays, right? It doesn't cause any trouble in terms of whether or not you are going to grow or expand, but it just puts a delay on everything. Can't really see too far into the future, metaphorically, right? And then what came out sideways was the Hierophant. So you could be dealing with someone who is Taurus. Shocker of the year, I know. Close your mouth. All right, so we got exactly, you know, a little bit in here before Taurus showed up, but nonetheless, we're going to head over to the King. So we have the King of Water here. Tell me about him. Okay, so the King is actually the King of Water. I feel like, so first of all, I feel like this is a deep love for someone else. You're leaving someone and you're going towards someone. The Eight of Cups is here, and right next to it is the King of Cups, right? Which is, you know, the person who is in love and emotional and really deep and, you know, can be a little sensitive, but, you know, it's okay because they're very deep and kind and romantic. And I feel like you're in two kind of worlds about, you know, two minds about what's going on here. I feel like with the Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Pentacles tells me that you're ready to go for it again. You're ready to, you know, rip off the Band-Aid, and you're willing to get your heart hurt again at some point. But I see with the Emperor in reverse here, I don't think you're going to let too many people get away with what happened last time. And I think the last time was either the relationship you're leaving now or the relationship that you are intending on leaving. I feel like you're intending on leaving because I do see the Six of Swords here, right? Pentacles, you've stopped giving to two. Okay, so that tells me that this was a relationship that that is done, and I feel as though there is unfinished business still within the end of the marriage, but yeah, it's taken you off your balance here, and you've had to fight for everything that you got in this separation agreement. I think what I think is you're pretty exhausted is what I think. I think you've been fighting for a long time for the things that you want. And it's time for you to walk away from those 8 cups because I don't think they've been doing you any good at all. All right, what do we got here? We have 4 cups, and so comes a new opportunity. Now, I don't know if you've manifested this or if this opportunity is the opportunity that you've been looking at as you were leaving your old relationship, but what I see here is a 6 of Wands. So I do know that you are sort of taking no prisoner mode. I feel like you're not going to give this person a chance to say no. I feel like you know that this is going to be success. You have that one wand in your hand there, telling me that you're really passionate about what you're doing. I also feel like you're looking for more than love. I feel like you're looking for someone who is going to be a good companion for you, someone who is going to be a good step parent, and someone who really understands you and understands your fire, yeah, and allows you to be who you are. And then, oh look, the Tower came out, you guys. Do we still have this one under here? No, there was a Tower under here, under the Rider-Waite. There's a Tower here, and then we have a Tower here. Aries, you're going through it. I feel like, oh boy, what do I feel? I feel kind of conflicted, to be honest. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling very conflicted. I'm feeling like if I look back over my shoulder, I'm going to see all of the memories we've created as I walk away, though. So looking over your shoulder at the memories you've created, the house that you built, the things that you put inside, the bikes that you bought for the kids, now it's time to go off on your own and start all over again. And depending on your age, that can be pretty hard. So I get it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at that. We have the Tower and the Hierophant. So something is causing a tower here. We're going to clarify a little bit. The tower and the Hierophant. What do I think is going on? I think that you are in love with a Taurus. I feel like this Taurus could either, oh, okay, I've been corrected actually. Spirit corrected me and said it could either be a lover or a friend. So the Hierophant doesn't necessarily need to mean lover, but it does mean, could be corporation. Maybe this is a job loss. That's what this could be. This has started out as a love reading, so I don't necessarily know that the tower has to do with job loss, but the Hierophant is here. Hierophant is also here as a challenge. So I'm going to say that this is the person that you're probably going after, the person that you're walking away from. The 8, you think that this person has the 2 cups for you. So the Hierophant is going to cause the tower. Let's clarify here and find out why. Or you're going to be going through a tower with the Hierophant. Now, what we know about the Hierophant, right? We know that, sorry, dropped a card. We know that it can be corporation, it can be church, it can be someone who is an authority, like a psychologist or a psychiatrist. You know, it could be a counselor of some kind as well, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be that it's in love. So for those of you who are looking at this reading and saying, well, another love reading, it's not for me. Well, what I think is, pardon me, what I think is that there's been a lot of frustration here. That's what I see. I see the challenge as the Taurus. I see the Emperor in the reverse. I see that you've been fighting for some things here, losing your balance. You've got unfinished business, and I think you're feeling overwhelmed, which is why I think your walls are still up, right? So we have here, to clarify the tower, we have something that's come to an end here. So a painful end, right? 10 of Swords. And so I feel like this is what you're mourning right now, or I don't even know that you have time to mourn. It's such a confusing energy, Aries. I feel as though you are glad that this has come to an end. I feel as though you were good and ready to jump out of that tower. And, well, I mean, you know, we all want to change, but do we really want to jump from the tower? I don't know that I would have, but nonetheless, the Hierophant could be, as I said, all of those other things, plus could be the Taurus, could be someone that you're in love with, right? Okay. All right, another card for the tower, please. Clarify this tower with the Hierophant, please. Here we go. We've got the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be a conversation, or either there is going to be, or already has been, a conversation that's going to change the trajectory of your life. You know, the tower, I think, is taken too heavily in the fact that everybody thinks that what goes on within the tower is wrong, or bad, or terrible. But really, the tower is the savior. The tower is the one that comes to knock everything down that has been distracting you, and really makes you take a look at what is going on in your world and how you can make that better. I feel like the tower is like the pandemic, right? It's made a lot of people realize what really is important in life, especially for those who have been shut in this whole time, you know, a year and a bit now. And I feel like you and this person, if it is a Taurus, have not seen each other in a while. Perhaps you haven't seen people from church in a while either. That could be the Hierophant as well. And that you're looking forward to a lot of conversation, looking forward to all the bad stuff to end. But really what I think is going on here, my intuition is telling me there's a conversation with the Taurus coming up that's causing a tower. That's what I feel. All right. Let's go and clarify the Hierophant here. I don't know why I started clarifying over here because of the tower, right? All right, let's take a look here. Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're in love with the Taurus. Ace of Cups and 5 of Wands. Competition. So I feel like you need to get out and find that Taurus because you feel like there's competition. And you feel like if you make it wait too long, if it waits too long, that you feel like you could lose the competition. Now, the Ace of Cups is also self-love. So I feel like you, in hermit mode, have found your self-love as well. And the competition you might be getting into could be, well, you know, it could be something that you're thinking about, though. I mean, you're taking action on it. You're taking action because you think there could be some sort of competition going on for this. But for this Hierophant person, but I feel as though you're ready for the combat. I think you are. I think you're ready to fight for what you want. So that's pretty cool. Let me see what this Four of Cups is about. What is the opportunity, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Four of Cups, so the opportunity comes from the Emperor. I think you find an opportunity to harness your energy. Yeah, you level up. Maybe while you're in hermit mode, you level up. I feel like the Four of Cups is about the opportunity. It's an opportunity from the universe, don't forget, right? Not a major arcana card, but look at that cup. It's coming on the wings of love. And this Emperor energy, I feel, is the gift that you are getting. This is the opportunity. It's the opportunity to regain who you are and who you were, because I have a feeling you forgot over here who you were. You're the Emperor. You're the leader. You're the person who is sturdy and stable. You're the one who makes the money. You're the provider, right? You're the father. And you are someone who's now got their mojo back, right? You are the Emperor. Okay. One more card for the Four Cups, please. Now, it could be, it could be an opportunity at work as well. You could be leveling up at work. So someone could be offering you a promotion or a raise, one of the two, for the work that you've been doing. Someone at work is noticing you. Someone at work is noticing you and noticing the kind of work that you do. And I think that your work is probably a step above the rest. And I feel like they feel this Emperor energy. You know what though, Aries? I feel like you take the Emperor energy to work, but you put it away when you get home. I feel like you were in a relationship with somebody who felt like they had to be the leader all the time, and so you felt like you couldn't be the leader. Interesting. Six of Wands tells me that there is, some sleep that's being lost. I'm thinking you're overthinking. Could be a lot of manifestation as well. It's whatever's going on up in the head, right? But the 9 is a little bit unstable, right? It's an uneven number. It's a little bit unstable. It's about not being able to sleep, at least not in one consistent pattern. You might be up a lot during the night. Well, that couldn't be any louder. The Magician, that's what you've been doing. You've been manifesting, and you know what this is? You're not missing out on sleep because you're depressed or anxious. You're missing out on sleep because you're excited. I think the Lover's card is here, and you're getting excited about your soulmate. You're getting excited to see your soulmate. You want absolute and complete success with this person that you're going to meet up with. I think that person is probably a Taurus, but really, guys, it could be any, how do you say? It could be any sign that is on the board here, right? Let's take some cards from the Secret Language of Color. And we have Ruby, rejuvenate your body. Good. And then we have Bronze, strengthen your body. Okay, so it is all about the body this week, I think. It's all about you getting back to health, not only mental health, but physical health as well. Rejuvenate the body by leaving your addictions behind. We've got the Devil in reverse. I think you need to stop overthinking things. I see you're out of the Hanged Man energy now. It's in the reverse, which tells me you're out of stagnant energy, which is good. And the Devil is allowing release. You've been released from something. I think you've been released from this relationship. You've either released yourself or your person has released you. And yeah, there's still unfinished business here. You really want this to come to an end quickly, but I don't think this is over. Honestly, I think it's going to be a long, tough one, to be honest. If you really are dealing with a Virgo, it could be forever. They will split hairs until you can't split hairs anymore. Strengthen your body. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, Virgos, if you have any Virgo cross-watchers. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think it's the mind of a Virgo is masterful and efficient and breaks down everything to be understood. I think that's great, but I feel as though that a Virgo personality type would break down everything until it made you crazy. All right, strengthen your body. Strengthen your body means, yeah, look at this. Wow, I think you've forgotten yourself. Look at that. Strengthen your body, and we've got the the Two of Cups in reverse. I feel like you weren't loving yourself, Aries. Jeez. You weren't in love with yourself. Internal arguments with yourself. I feel like that you want to be someone who's in balance. I feel like once you strengthen your body and rejuvenate your body, I feel like you're going to feel better off in balance. As of right now, though, I feel as though there's a little bit of upheaval with you trying to get your balance. I think you're the person that was constantly giving in the relationship. You were, you know, the giver, giver, giver. The other person was the taker. And I feel like there is a point at which you just break away from that and decide, you know what, I got to take care of myself. My kids need me, right? If you have children, or my mom needs me, or my dad needs me. And I think that you have decided that this is going to be the time for you to take care of yourself, and bravo to you. Because if you have been the person who's been, you know, putting away your emperor energy as soon as you hit the door when you come home, that's not good. That's not who you are. You need to be who you are. And then we have the Divine Feminine. And we have the yin and the yang. Interesting. So what I think is that you're leaving the Divine Feminine and going to the yin and the yang, because the yin is pulling in energy and the yang is pushing out energy, and that's why they are so very well balanced, right? The yin is usually female, the yang is usually masculine energy. I know who the Divine Feminine is. I feel like I know who that is, but I am just going to look up the information that we have here about the Divine Feminine. Emotional freedom. There we go. There she is. It says here, the Divine Feminine is returning to us all once more after thousands of years of dominance by the distorted masculine. Understood. Okay, so you can flip this. You may be the masculine or the feminine. You know, we're not talking about genetics here or gender. We're talking about energy. So you could be the Divine Feminine, no matter if you were female or male. But it does say here that the Divine Feminine, the actual Divine Feminine, is characterized, and you will know her by her flow. Going with the flow, right? You will know this Divine Feminine by the way she flows, her harmony, her natural cycles, her sharing, communal cooperation, healing, and connection to nature is very much more circular, organic way of getting things done. So I think this is kind of like bordering on Empress, to be honest. So I feel like the Divine Feminine is the vital force from which all other life emerges. Yeah, so she does sound like she is the Empress. It says here, we've drawn this card today because your heart and intuition are calling out to you, urging you to trust your feminine energy more and more. Take a few minutes to complete the exercises below. Are there exercises? What's going on? Oh yeah, they give us a bunch of exercises, but we're not going to go through them. Nonetheless, yes, so I feel like what I feel like is that you're going after the Empress, but I think you're also being urged by the universe to be very aware of your feminine energy, whether you are male or female. And I think that is because your person is either leaning toward her male divine or his male divine, or leading toward her feminine divine. So I think that when you find this person, after you've gotten this balance, when you find this person, this Empress, and I feel like this is the person that's going to balance you. This person is going to be the yin to your yang. Yes, I feel as though it is time for you to go out, and well, it looks like if you haven't headed out already, you are about to do so. So good luck to you, Aries, and let's look at the wellness time. No, island wellness time. I don't know why I can never remember the name of this deck, but it just doesn't seem like it fits. I don't know. Okay, so we've got passion. Insane chemistry, like each other, equally having fun. So I think that is going to be your yin or yang. Self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation also can be done with your yin or your yang. Not today, not dealing hurt, avoiding a conversation that could very well be with the divine feminine energy. And then we have seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interferences. I'm thinking that's going to go in the middle, because I feel like I said there's unfinished business here twice. We got 3 towers, unfinished business. I feel like something is in the midst of falling in. I feel like you're trying to keep yourself above water, the person who walked away from the 8 toward the 2. Now, we did find the 2 of Cups in here for sure, but it was in the reverse, because you're just not ready for that, right? You're just not ready to be carrying on a new relationship. And it's not me saying that, it's the energies here saying that. I think you need to learn to love yourself first. But don't avoid this conversation that's coming, because it could help bring everything to an end for you here. Don't forget, you do have someone who's been intended for you here. That person is waiting for you to call or text or whatever it is. So you know what? It cannot hurt to do that, right? Aries, you continue to amaze me. The things that you've gone through in the last month are shocking. I have now pulled many towers, many major arcana, and you just keep moving. And to me, that's truly who the Emperor is. The Emperor just keeps moving. I feel like I see somebody slashing things and pushing things out of the way. Just keep moving to your destination. I feel like you're going to get there. You're well on your way. And look what's waiting for you. Yeah. That's what's waiting for you. You're going to be okay. You'll do it. All right, going to go for now. Thanks, Aries, for coming here, for clicking here. You know, I really do appreciate you all the time. And if you're interested in a reading, please, if you're outside of the US, go to WISIO, WISIO.com. And if you are interested and you're in Canada, just email me, or you can go to my website, no matter where you are in the world. It is www.ℚ𝕖.ca. I'm going to go for now, and I will see you guys next week. I'm out.